Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the Netflix show, Girl from Nowhere. It's a 2018 Thai mystery drama about a mysterious high school girl named Nano who's transferring from school to school to expose the lies and misdeeds of the fellow students, and turn them into their own misery and regrets. The 13 episodes are actually based on 13 news about female victims in Thailand, which makes sense because all episodes are talking about real-life issues. For example, bullying, toxic beauty standards, sexual abuse, mental health, etc. Even though I don't really believe that the Wonderwall episode was a real-life event because how fantasy-like it was. But anyways, I'm going to rank all episodes.
โน้ตนี่ใครอ่ะแค่ชื่อก็รู้แล้ววันแรก
เรียนดีกีฬาก็ดีกูจะช้า
แต่มึงไม่ต้องเซ็งไปจ้ะ
This episode was really boring and I didn't feel the same energy and climax like in the other episodes. It's basically about a girl who is stealing art to win an award like the other students because she herself lacks the talent or creativity. Unlike the other episodes, she doesn't face any consequences for her actions even though she gets called out in front of the school. I found this episode very interesting because I have a Filipino friend who told me about the shipping culture in our country in which celebrities often act as if they're a couple because the fans are shipping them. The school is shipping Nano and Han, which started innocently but ended up to be a problem because people are starting to attack and beat up Han's actual girlfriend, Yui, for ruining their shipping fantasy. Even though Yui wanted him to stop this situation since the beginning. He wanted to keep this up, which ended up in him being forced to be and take care of Nano for the rest of his life after she jumped off the roof, which left her in a bad state. To be honest, I don't have a lot to say about this episode. It's not bad or anything, but it was pretty tiring to watch it. I hardly even remember much besides some students, a teacher and his daughter, and Nano being trapped in a classroom because a murderer is going around. They all end up showing the worst of themselves, yada yada yada.
คุณทอนเงินขาดไป50 สตางค์ค่ะเรียนจบมาได้ยังไงเนี่ย
Now this was the most terrifying episode in my opinion. The scene in which is shown that her child is actually dead and she's still acting as if he's alive and talking to him and everything was giving me goosebumps. I didn't understand what was the message of this episode because Nano didn't do anything and weren't really present the whole time. It was still an interesting episode that ended up way too dark.
แม่คนนึงเขาถึงเด็กมีปัญหา
This is the only episode you'll see Nano actually having feelings. In this episode, Nano is befriending a thief from her class with who she has shoplifting competitions with. They both eventually got a romantic shot too, which I really liked. Sadly, Nano snitched him in the end to make his wish of getting his neglecting father's attention true.
อันนี้พวกเราผู้จัดการทีมคนใหม่
นาโนนะคะ
This is the first two parts episode and another episode in which Nano is just a side character. Bam is jealous of the attention Nano gets by the soccer team and especially by her crush. She lets out her frustration on a wall in the toilet stall by writing mean things about Nano that end up becoming true. Bam tells a girl who gets bullied about this wonder wall to take revenge on the group of bullies, and eventually everyone in the school knows about the power of that wall and abuses it. The episode really teaches you not to wish any bad for someone you don't like, because what if your wish actually becomes true? Even if I think that the theme and how it was portrayed is almost as weak as the episode Trophy, it's way more entertaining to watch. Nano transfers to a school in which your beauty is ranked. The top 10 girls are getting more privileges. After Ying got overthrown by Nano, she tries to manipulate the other top 10's beauty. But thankfully in the end, her old chubby friend won the competition with Nano's help. The ugly truth is the pilot episode of Girl from Nowhere and the one with the best plot, climax, and twisted turns. I enjoyed watching it so much and was the reason I wanted to continue watching the show. It was very satisfying seeing the teacher getting his punishment by Nano's manipulations. I don't like how his daughter died in the end. I think it was too much. The episode thematized teacher-student relationships, which also are a real thing in Thailand. Among the rich kids at his school, Dino is standing out. He's not rich like them and lies to his friends about his wealth. After Nano opens a business where she does things for people, he pays Nano to lend him a fancy house for his friends to visit. It was really exciting watching this episode, and the end was also good, even if I had questions open.
นั่นเนาะค่ะ
This is one of the episodes I showed all of my friends. Many people believe that the plot is basically just Timmy and well, it is. Nano gets drugged by jealous classmates so the male classmates can take advantage of her. It ended up in her getting killed and them burying her. A day later she comes back to school like nothing happened and scares and threatens them. The episode specifically criticizes the constant apologizing for things you're not sorry for, since you will repeat the mistake after apologizing. This episode is very well done. Also, I love this dancing scene with the gossip about Nano. We're now on the last ranking in the best episode in my opinion. I think this episode was different on many levels. Unlike in other episodes, Nano doesn't seem unreal or evil. It's like she's a normal high school student living her life in peace and suddenly gets bullied for unfair reasons because of another evil and manipulative girl. The plot is about a class reunion where they open a memory box that was buried for 10 years and find an unknown cell phone that used to be Nano's back in the days. They remembered her story wrong because of the rumor Tong told everyone. Nano clarified what really happened and exposes the toxicity of that girl and school friendships in general. The episode is very well written and touches the issue about school toxicity very good. How people's bond get closer when there's something or someone to hate, even if it's one of your quote-unquote best friend. Which Nano proved at the end with lying about her poisoning their drinks and that there's only one antidote. For me, this episode is a well-deserved number 1. Thank you for watching this video. How does your Girl from Nowhere episode ranking look like? Write it down in the comments and like and subscribe to my channel for more Asian television content.
Hey เธอทำอะไรมา